Hello everybody, how are you? Good. Yeah, the sun's still out, it's nice and warm. It's quite unusual for late September, but there you go. Okay, so today's talking point is this Epiphone 355, which I recently picked up. Now, I mean, it looks very similar to the Gibson 355 that Alex Lifeson used to play, except it's got a Bigsby on it. His has a vibrola. It's got an ebony fingerboard. I think the inlays, they're not abalone. It looks a bit like that sort of synthetic abalone that you get on a lot of you get on a lot of Epiphone guitars. The pickups are these Alnico vintage, but I think they're modelled on those. Is it 57 classics or something like that? But they are nicely voiced. I mean, whoever I got this second hand, I got it for a really good price, about, well, less than a tenth of the price of a Gibson 355. But whoever had it before has left the Epiphone labels on. I've always been a bit sceptical of sort of Epiphone guitars. It's like because I found the pickups a bit muddy, if you know what I mean. What else? The headstock is sort of what you might find on the Epiphone Dots or the Sheratons. It's a very similar shape to that, but it's got that sort of split diamond shape. It's a mahogany neck, not a maple one, so it sounds a bit more mellow, which is another reason for getting it. It's crafted in China. Got Grover tuners, they're gold plated. I'm not sure if they're locking ones, but in fact I don't think they are. I mean, I've noticed when I use the Bigsby, some of the tuning's not that stable, so that might be something to look into. The nut looks to be sort of plastic rather than Graphtec. It's alright for the moment. Bindings, unlike the Gibson ones, the fret ends, they're not, well, on the Gibson ones, like the binding on that actually covers the fret ends, but on here that it doesn't. So, but I think we can live with that. And I think this is a 2011 one. It's got like 11 in the serial number here. Actually, looking in these F holes, there's a few finishing problems. So, I mean, it shouldn't take that much to to sort it as like a production issue, but it looks a bit scruffy actually in the F holes. They could have tidied that up a little bit more. But anyway, as I was saying, this is a 2011 one. Now I think they reissued them in 2015, and then they did a limited run of the Joe Bonamassa one, which they were black, or you get the you could get the inlays like this, or you could get the name Joe Bonamassa inlaid on it, and that had the Pro Bookers, and it had pick guard. Now this doesn't have a pick guard, but I've perhaps been thinking of putting one on it. But I mean, sort of visually, it's quite attractive, isn't it? The neck profile, it's like a D shape, but it's quite chunky. It's narrow here, but it's quite chunky, and I do like that, because on a short scale guitar, if you've got bigger hands, it helps you. It sort of reins you in. That you're having to choose your notes a little bit better and what have you. So anyway, I've got it set up nice and clean. Yeah, now, if you're a Johnny Marr fan as well, you know that he plays a red Gibson 355. So we could do some things like that. Now, I'm plugging into this Boss Katana, and I'm going to use the tremolo setting on there, and you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute. So, if you go into like the delay setting, turn it all the way around, and then you get this sort of tremolo effect. It's like. Was it on bridge pickup? Not sure. No, it's better on neck, isn't it? Put some effects in too. And so you go. Yeah, but that slide, Johnny Marr doesn't actually seem to, when they do it live, he doesn't actually do it. He just seems to play the chord, and he's using a capo for some reason. I mean, I don't know why you can't just play a G, and you need a capo. But anyway, that's him, isn't it? So I'll just turn that tremolo effect off. Right, so then there's some other things I can show you as well. Oh yeah, it's sort of yeah, John McLaughlin, Spanish key. Yeah, all right. So I'll put some flanger in. So that sort of the guitar on neck humbucker set clean with a flanger delay reverb, that had been my sort of core sound for like a number of years, really. Because you can just do so much with it. I mean, I had a phase where I just got fed up of using distortion, and you know, because I mean, distortion can be a crutch. I mean, flanger can be a crutch as well, but perhaps not as much, you know. Because I mean, it's evocative of so many things. Okay, put some chorus in. I'm using TC Electronic Third Dimension on button 3. That seems to be my favourite setting, actually. So I've actually just turned the reverb up. And then we can play some chords as well. and so on. So I'll just turn that off for a moment. What else can we do? We can put some drives in. See how it goes with like some overdrive. That's on neck pickup. That's in mids, I think. Oh, this one makes it sort of bluesy type. I'll reverb back in. So we can do that. That's the other thing we can do. Got an octave divider, so we can. Work with that. Yeah, it starts to get a bit confused actually. Yeah, so I could do that. Flanger in actually, see if we. Okay, and yeah, so like it for I mean, you know, apart from those things I've just shown you, that you know, I can just go back to playing that sort of that clean style again. You know, where when I can bring bits of jazz in, and I can bring bits of, you know, post rock in, I suppose if you can call it, and you know, but just I can basically I can build my style just based on just a decent clean tone. It doesn't have to be distorted, you know, for it to sound good. It doesn't have to be distorted for it to sound bad either. But yes. Yeah, so I hope that was some use. I mean, you can find these occasionally; they'll show up on eBay or second hand. I mean, they were like a limited run, so you know, the price may be variable. Is all I'm saying. And you might be able to pick one up. You know, instead of like the Bonamassa ones. I mean, because you know they're going to be sort of quite sought after. You could pick up something like this and then mod it how you want. Also, I mean, it doesn't have that what's it called, that tone thing. It doesn't have that, you know, that sort of like rotating dial. I mean, a lot of people didn't use that anyway. And it's something like a single output. It's not stereo. But yeah, but you can do a lot with it. So yeah, so if I hope that was some use to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.